Good morning, this is Andrew Mount for GG at a damp but far from miserable Southwell on Wednesday morning, the 27th of November. Got a good card here today. I've tipped up one horse in my blog on GG.CO.UK. That's Angel Polanis in the 230. He's still an each way price, around about 9 to 1 best now, so certainly wouldn't put you off having a couple of quid on it each way in that race. Now we kick off with a 1 mile nursery at 12.20, a very tricky affair. I've not had a bet, but I'm fascinated to see how Derek Shaw's speed dating gets on, not just because I was stuck behind the horse box for the last few miles on the way to the track. Speed dating's by Outstrip, a sire who's done well with a few runners here. Only 2 of them have raced in handicap company before, both won at 13 to 2 and 3 to 1. So we'll see if Outstrip can add to those stats. I say a no bet race for me though. The 12.50 is a more interesting 1 mile handicap. This is a class 5 affair. There's a couple I like here. One of those is Dove Divine for Hughie Morrison. Backing all of Morrison's runners at this venue would have returned a profit. And this century, if you'd only bet those ones who'd had a prep on the all-weather, whether here at Southwell or another all-weather track, 70 winners from 278 bets, strike rate in excess of 25% and a profit of £83 to a £1 level stake. So Dove Divine could do well for the switch to this surface. But the one I like more is Thorn for Peter Hyatt. Now Thorn's by Danzilli, whose offspring also do well here. Now Danzilli in particular, aged 3 to 5, over a mile or further at Southwell have been really profitable. 28 winners from 100 bets, £71 to a £1 level stake. Thorn caught the eye at Nottingham last time, finishing a 16 to 1/3 and doing best of those to chase the strong early pace. The winner and the runner-up both came from well back that day. So Thorn at 14 to 1 over Dove Divine, not Divin Bear, round about 10 or 11 to 1 are the 2 I like. Moving on, the 125 is an interesting 7 furlong novice stakes. John Gosden's got a runner here, Arbiter, that's sure to be popular, but I'm going to fire off arrows at a couple of bigger price ones. Grey Eminence for James Given is also by Outstrip, so I'll be very interested in him if speed dating has boosted the size profile in the opener. But the one I'm more interested in is a bigger price, and that's 20 to 1 about the Richard Hughes runner. It's all about luck. Hughes has had 42 runners at this track, 10 winners for a profit of almost £14 to a £1 level stake. Now his 2-year-olds are notorious for needing their first run, and that was certainly the case with It's All About Luck when he was mid-division at Kempton on his debut. He's sure to have learnt from that, and he can take a step forward, switch to the fibre sand. The 2 o'clock is a tricky classified claiming stakes. I wouldn't normally bet in these races, but I was quite keen on Rob's Delight because of the breeding. He's by Harbour Watch, a sire with a 15% strike rate here at Southwell, compared to just 9% at Kempton, the scene of Rob's Delight's 2 previous all-weather runs. He also sports the blinkers for the first time, often a profitable angle with the Gay Kellaway yard, and he could well get an easy lead here. The 230, as I said, I've just bet Angel Polanis each way. The 305, the mile 6 handicap, I wasn't normally taken with. Now the Resdev Way is quite interesting to oppose because he doesn't find a lot for pressure. He's come there looking likely to win on a couple of occasions this autumn, but hasn't gone through with his effort. Now when I saw him 9 to 4, 11 to 4 this morning, I thought I'll definitely oppose him, but he's out to the 6 to 1 outsider of 5 now, so perhaps the value's gone in laying him. Now the finale is a very interesting race, 6 furlongs, amateur riders, handicap. Now there's a couple I liked here. One is Carlovian coming out of stall 2. He found 5 furlongs too sharp at Newcastle last time, did well to finish 5th, and one of the other prominent racers from that contest has come out and won since at Chelmsford this week. But of more interest than Carlovian is Fair Alibi for the Tom Tate yard. Now I very nearly made him a bet on my blog last night at 9 to 1. Sadly I missed the price, and we're looking at a best price 7 to 2 now. Now he was inconvenienced by the 7 furlong trip under a hold-up ride at Newcastle last time. Coming back to 6 will help. Hopefully he'll be ridden more to the 4 as he often is. Now he's only had 2 runs here on the fibre sand at Southwell, both over 5 furlongs. He won the first of them at 10 to 1. He was second in the other, beaten half a length as the 6 to 4 favourite. Since then he's improved over 6 furlongs on turf, so coming back to fibre sand over 6 furlongs, hopefully under a prominent ride. And Patrick Millman's on board. He's had 1 ride for the yard previously. That was a 25 to 1 winner at Pontefract last year. So that's it from me. Have a good day if you're having a bet. I'll be back with you later this week. Oh, and don't forget to enter the Tote 10 to Follow competition in association with the Racing Post. Cheers.